quick little recording here. This is running on the Intec gaming consolizer, which I just put together using my old GBA card. It was fiddly. Watched a YouTube video. I'm gonna go through it. It didn't explode. I was sweating bullets the whole time. Let me turn the game down a little bit. I love this theme song, and I'm using an 8-bit Go Pro 2, which did not connect to it immediately. I had to use my Super Nintendo 8-bit Do adapter. Now the PS4 connected to it fine. But I want you to know going in that the 8-bit Do Pro 2, I could not get this damn thing to connect. On any of the switches, the SAD or X, which is like the Switch, Android, Direct, or X input. Like Direct input and X input, I believe. So, I couldn't get it to connect on any of them. But thankfully, I had a SNES adapter. And that just works fine. I just connect to the SNES adapter and just bypass the whole damn thing. So, if you want to get the consolizer, maybe get the retro, the 8-bit Do Super Nintendo receiver, and that'll just make sure you cover all your Bluetooth bases. It'll connect better than the actual thing. Although it seemed to connect fine with the PS4 controller, didn't have a problem with that. But the 8-bit Do one can connect to more things, so yeah. Very responsive. Kind of weirdly lagless. Very strange. There is no input anything on here. It feels like I'm running off a retro team. Kind of crazy. It's like, yeah, the images of this soft. What are you gonna do, huh? There's videos on this already. It's been out for years. I think I spent like 80 something. People got it cheaper. It was 130 when it came out. It's been like 85 or 83 or something on there, or somewhere around there. What the hell are you saving for? Yeah, this was my old save. It's like 80 some hours long from way back in the day, and I missed one goddamn JID. I got them all on the Switch version. I played through it on Switch, and I got them all on the Switch. I missed one. So annoying. Because there's some that are like permanently missable, and I think I have one that's permanently missable from the first game. Because I used the password from literally my first game. Because of the original Golden Sun. Fucking hand wrote that down and did the whole password swap thing. So, this is a proper old school like save transfer forgot how I got so much gold coins, though. Maybe it's proper, maybe it's not. Maybe I did get it online. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been years. So for whatever case, it's missing a gym. But yes, this is the Intec thing, and that's it. That's the whole video. It's this game, and I don't have that many cards, but like, this is what it looks like. And there's other demonstrations on it. My floor was completely covered in shit. It was a project, even though people were saying, oh, it's like a simple thing. It's still gonna be like an hour. It's like, set aside an hour. It's still a project. It can still be fucked up, and I felt like I was fucking it up halfway through, and thankfully it worked in the end. Didn't break anything, but goddamn, it's always like you're sweating bullets with this shit. Cause like one wrong move, it's like like when I'm done putting this thing together and I hit that power button and it don't work, then what? Like, well, then what the hell am I supposed? That is real fear, and I did get that too. When I booted this up, it's like it wasn't working with my Elgato, and I put it over to the TV, and it was like looping. It was just kind of cycling through. But then I took the card out and put it back in, and then it worked. And I was like, this seemed like a cart issue, not console issue. It was a cart issue. Yeah. So yeah, I just want to make this video just saying, hey, I did it. It's like I got it in my old Game Boy Advance and got this damn thing working. Hold on, let me... Yeah, that's what it looked like when I was making the damn thing. I got like the GBA thing, and yes, the Game Boy Advance L and R buttons suck ass. You keep hearing about it, it's like it can't be that bad. They even feel right when you're just pressing the buttons like on the bare PCB. But when you install those things, for some reason, it's just, there's no travel. I guess you can like sand it down. You have like a little grinder, you can sand those things down, and then it'd be perfect. But like they feel fine and they click and everything's fine. But then when you put those L and R buttons on, and even then it feels fine. It's just when you put the top case on, and then you start clicking the buttons and they don't work. It's like there's no travel, and then like you press the button, and you have to like press it from the front of the L and R instead of like if you try to press it on the back, it just won't work. You gotta like press it. It's really weird, and I don't know why it's fucked up so bad. You hear every single person that's reviewed that thing mention it, and I was like, it can't be that bad, and it is actually that bad. I'm like, when you get it in your hand and then you press the LR thing, it's like, oh, ew. It's like, that is wrong. It's nasty. It just feels like you fucked up somehow, and I took it apart and I tried it again, and I took that that faceplate off and back on again multiple times, and that's just how they are. I mean, both my buttons work. It feels like they don't work. People are saying the left one just doesn't work. No, it actually works. It's just that you don't hear a click. Because, like, there's so little travel, it's kind of loosely pressing on it. So there's no actual click anymore. But yes, they will actually work if you press it from the front. Pretty sure most of those people were having it, like, you don't hear anything. It's very strange. And yes. But yeah, that's me, like, when I was making it. Yeah. And I got it to somehow work. And I'm using, like, of course, the 8BitDo SN30 Pro 2, with the 8BitDo Super Nintendo controller adapter. But the PS4 controller worked fine. That paired fine. It just kind of worked. Felt actually fine too, honestly, because the PS4 controller, actually weirdly stimulates it just fine. Although I think it was like this X and circle button, because I don't know why Game Boy consoleizer people do that, but stop it. Yes, I understand it's the B and A button, but we don't want the B and A buttons to be like that. So I'm actually running a profile on my 8BitDo Pro 2 that I also use on the Nintendo Switch, that I created with, like, the 8BitDo Ultimate software on app on the phone, where the Y button is the B button and the B button is the A button. Like you would just hold your thumbs naturally. So I can run and do that. I can run and hit the B button. So, that's a thing. Also, the L and L2, the R and R, like the L and L2 do the same thing, in case you're wondering. So you can actually use either or. That's neat. Also, I've noticed some people when they was playing the original Game Boy games, they noted, because they probably forgot, that when you press the L and R buttons, it shrinks or stretches the game. That's normal. That's just what the Game Boy Advance does when you put in a cart, an old cart. Like, it's using the real hardware. People forget, it's using the real hardware. It's like, the real hardware actually had some cool little Easter eggs in there. Although, it's not really an Easter egg if you play on a GBA SP, because you're gonna be hitting those damn things all the time. It's like, goddamn it. It's like, also, you should be able to use the color palettes, for original Game Boy games by, like, holding a direction, and as long as you're, like, mashing the directions, like, up, down, left, right, and combos of the A and B button, you should be able to get the color palette you want, just like you would on normal hardware. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. And no, you don't have to just do the one color palette and try again. As long as you're, like, hitting buttons within a quarter of a second, that menu will stay on indefinitely. So you can just, like, keep hitting buttons and just keep hitting buttons until you get the color palette you want, then leave it alone, and for like a half second, it'll lock in. People forget that. I swear I'm the only motherfucker on the planet that understands that. But, yes, you can keep mashing the buttons for the original Game Boy games, for the color palette, and you can get the palette you want. So understand that. What else? I think that's it. Well, let me get my Shantae game. Let's at least try a Game Boy. What it looks like. Turn this off for a second. Flickering. Yeah, I get this sometimes where it like flickers. Maybe it needs to be in 4x3? Was working a second ago. Let me. Uh-oh. I have to take this thing apart and see if the pins aren't connecting anymore. You know what it could be? Hold on, let me. Heard this thing doesn't like the Elgato. For some reason, every time I connected to an external HDMI thing first, it worked. Okay, I have found that how that works. Oh, good. I saw it on the other one. Oh, it didn't like that at all. See it on my TV, but it's not capturing. This console does not like to be started up on an Elgato. That we can be for sure. Stretched now? Oh, that's why. I told you. Accidentally pressed the damn button. Yeah. This is probably one of the most advanced Game Boy Color games ever made. Although technically this would be like Game Boy Advance mode, maybe? Because I believe this game could detect if you were playing on Game Boy Advance. Also, this is not an official cart, by the way. I have 2 bootleg carts. This one is like see-through blue. And the other one I have is just red. This one's a newer. I think this one works fine. This one uses S-ring. There's no battery. It saves it to like a little flash. So, thank you. I have this album on vinyl. I got the game on vinyl album. That and Pirate's Curse, I got that on vinyl. And yes, it's worth it. But as you can see, it works. Now, one important thing to note, for if you're going to record and capture this, it appears that this console hates Elgato. Like, it just hates it. It just will not start. I think it needs to, like, negotiate something. I'm not sure what it's negotiating. Oh. That was me accidentally hitting the turbo thing. I'm rushing through this thing. Uncle. Ready to go. It's the damn sound. Like another pose. Yeah, I know it. Just spank me extra hard. I was looking for the red ball. Yeah, I know I'm skipping through all of this, but I mean, I'm sort of reading. It's not that bad. But for most people, they won't be able to. Yeah, Steam Engine. I do think this is like definitely a cute version of Dante. Cool. Rich. Yeah, this is the consolizer. Intec gaming consolizer. Running on. Also, my Game Boy Advance is a 40 pin. In case you're wondering, if you care. Mine's a 40 pin. Yeah, I guess you just get the green looping thing if you just try to boot this up on an Elgato for reasons unknown. So what I do is I connect it to another. I have like an HDMI extender because I connect a lot of stuff to my TV all the time. So I just have a really long female, like male to female extender HDMI thing that I just plug into that, boot it up, it boots up fine. And then I just, while it's still on, unplug it and then put it into the Elgato, and that seems to work. So yeah, if you also record, wondering how the hell I got it to work, that's how. It's like you just need to boot it up on another port and then switch it over to this one and it'll work. Yeah, that's this console. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. And mine works. I'm just happy that mine works. That's really it. That's what this video is that, hey, I got this to work. I may not even stream with it all that much, or at all, ever. But I personally am happy with myself for getting this thing to work. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.